Afternoon Vlogmas. It is Monday, December 14th, and it is coming up on 2 p.m. I guess. Have had I don't know, I don't want to say a slow morning. We've gotten quite a bit done. So, slept well, got up nicely, had coffee, did school, finished school, made lunch, finished lunch. And now I am trying to finish up this chart. I have 4 rows left of the chart, and then whatever plain knitting I need to do before I can separate for sleeves. And yeah, that's about it. I just sat down for the first time today. I wrapped some presents today. You will have seen that. So yeah, here I be. I had a nice morning. I had a visitor this morning, so I came into the living room with my coffee, and my husband opened the front door, and my neighbor's, I don't even know what to call her. She's not my neighbor's cat. She's technically a stray, but you can tell that at one point she was a family pet, so I don't know if somebody left her or what. My neighbors next door have been here for years, and I don't know how long she's been in the picture, or I don't know where she came from. I just know that she's not technically their cat. They just feed her. But she seems to have taken quite a liking to our house lately, and so she got in this morning, and we were doing school, and today is the first time I've ever heard her purr. And then I got graced with her presence. So I was sitting at the table with my son, and we were talking about school, and she hopped up in my lap and got all affectionate and stuff, and so my husband's over in the corner taking video. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so she hung out with us for a little bit while we finished up lessons, and then my husband had an errand to go run. I don't know what he did. We're in that season where you just don't ask each other questions, you know? So I don't know what he did, but he went to go do something. And so he is out for a little while. I think he's also going to pop by and drop some stuff off at his parents' house and kind of check on them, make sure everything's okay. I have 2 siblings who live with them, and a third who lives next door, and one who's there, a fourth that's there all the time. Mom and dad are fine, okay, but my husband is the oldest and has forever been the go-to, and I think he just feels better knowing that he had eyes on and that he spoke to them. He just prefers that over word of mouth, which is fine. You know, and like anybody else, I mean, he misses his folks, you know, we're not seeing them as often as we typically do, so I'm sure he'll pop by and have a conversation through the truck windows or something, and all that fun stuff. So my son is watching Netflix. For any of you with littles, or any of you who just really like cartoons or like whimsical, like fairy tale type things, there's a show on Netflix called Hilda, and I love it. It's absolutely awesome. It's like woodland fairy tales. I don't really know what culture they would be from. Like, there's everything from elves to the woodmen to deer fox to giants, and it's just trolls that turn to stone, and it's just really interesting. It's a really, really cute little show. But they have season 2 is out today, and he is super into that. So yeah, that's, if you can hear him, that's why he's he's enjoying the new episodes. yeah, so he's doing that. That's what he asked to do with his time today. And I mean, our kind of standing rule is that as long as his chores are done and he does school, then he kind of gets to do whatever he wants. So, um, yeah, everybody's rocking and rolling today. I am having a better day with my sweater. I was thinking about it last night, and I've been really unfair to this sweater on the YouTubes. So let me clarify for anybody who has been here and heard me complain. Um, the issue with this sweater has nothing to do with the sweater itself or the pattern. The issue has to do with me as a knitter. Like, I'm just having an incredibly hard time focusing this month, and I don't really know what the deal is, but it's making me. I'm a relatively quick knitter. I'm not super fast or anything, but I can get into a flow, and I just haven't been able to do that with my knitting lately. And it's not this sweater. Like, I can't do it with anything. Like I was talking about yesterday, I knit. I don't want to say knit for a living, but yeah, kind of, And I'm like, so for me to have a stockinette sweater for my husband in a yarn that I'm really familiar with, that's not turning out. For anybody who wasn't here for that, I have a sweater that is for my husband that's supposed to be like 46 inches around right now, and it's at 52. And I can't figure out why. I mean, obviously my gauge is off. Like, I know why, but, it's not. This will be the second time I've ripped out like a third of the body of a sweater for him with this yarn. I don't understand why I'm having such gauge discrepancies. I'm just really mad at it. So it's over there somewhere. Okay, it's fine. So that's just really frustrating. I have Christmas socks on the go. I'm on the heel flap of my second one. They're shorties. They'll be done in a couple of days. And then I have this sample and a deadline, and I just don't want to knit on anything. I think that's kind of a winter thing for me. I don't typically knit in the winter because we're usually traveling. So if I do knit, it's usually like a sock or something just really simple, but I'm not really interested in a big project usually in the winter, which I know is like kind of opposite from everybody else, but that's me. So, yeah, I'm almost done with this chart, and then this sweater will be released here shortly. So I was thinking about it. I don't want to give anybody the impression there's anything wrong with this sweater. There is absolutely not. This will be my at least my fourth sample that I've knit for Jamie. And Jamie Hoffman. She's Knitosophy Designs. And I have knit, this will be my fourth sample for her at least. And I've loved every one of them, including this one. I really enjoy it. The chart is really intuitive. The way that the increases are placed inside of the yoke. I'm not showing you the picture yet. You have to wait. The way that the increases are placed in the yoke are really they're placed well. The shaping is great. They're always great. Her pictures are stunning. This is going to be an absolutely stunning sweater, and because I have to carry my float so much, you can't tell hardly at all what it's going to be, which I find really funny. There is a third color. There's a 3-color carry in a couple of spots, but that's not hard. Just catch your floats. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I'm just having trouble finding a rhythm with it. And now that I've gotten this far, to be absolutely honest, I'm terrified of blocking it. It needs to be blocked. It is single ply, non-superwash fingering. It has to be blocked. But I don't know if steam blocking it is going to do it. And I'm afraid to dunk it because I'm afraid that the purple will bleed onto this white. I'm terrified. So I have to figure out a solution for that. And it will start with me just knitting a striped swatch of the purple and the white and then dunking it in water and seeing what it does. We'll start there, right? But anyway, yeah, so this sweater is called the Monarch. If you've seen Jamie's Instagram, you will have seen little bits of it, little glimpses of it, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm super happy with it. I'm really, I'm happy with the way that it's knitting up, now that I finally found my rhythm again, it seems. I'm really close to being done with the yoke, and then it'll just be round and round from there, and it'll be done in a couple of days. So anyway, I'm catching up on Vlogmas and finishing this number, and maybe I will be at a point where I can show you a full flash of the yoke at the end of today. We'll see. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Everybody, I wanted to pop on and say goodnight. It's super early. It's like 5 something. But I feel like crud, and so we're just gonna grab some takeout and we're gonna call it an evening, I think. And so I will talk to you guys tomorrow.